Mike Pruce here, founder and chief investment officer of Scale Investment Group, a boutique investment management firm in southeast Michigan, where it's definitely not cold and certainly not raining. Walking through a Ford dealership, and there's F-150s as far as the eye could see. Now, I typically talk about investments. Cars, especially these types of cars, are not investments. They're a depreciating asset. So don't think that you could buy one as an investment, even if it's a special edition, this or that. They're typically not. Very rare. Most people lose their money on cars, maintenance, depreciation, all of that. Why am I walking through a car lot? Well, a little bit different than what I'm typically doing on this channel. And it's not because I'm shopping for a new car. I like my old pickup truck just fine, and I'll probably ride that until either I or it dies, and then I'll probably get another old one. The thing is, U.S. auto manufacturers have been struggling lately, quite a bit. In fact, how can you tell? Well, the fact that there's rows upon rows of pickup trucks here, and the fact that they're offering, I don't know if you could see that, but at least $3,900 in savings below MSRP on just about every single vehicle here. Some I've seen as much as $6,000. Now, I've not studied the entire inventory, but you can go to, your local Ford dealerships or Stellantis, Dodge, Ram, whatever, GM if you prefer. They're all kind of doing the same thing. Why is the auto industry in this mess? It's a big problem here in Detroit because so much of the city is dependent upon the auto industry. It's built on the back of the auto industry. And, they took a lot of money from the feds for what? In order to move forward with electric and hybrid cars and all of that stuff, and that's great. But the demand for it just isn't there. And so they're doing dumb shit like this. It's a sticker. It's not even clear coated over. The Detroit Lions limited edition, 669 out of 800. Big gaudy Lion sticker. See, the Lions suck for years, and this is the first year that they're actually any good. And all of a sudden, companies like this are doing dumb shit. So they put out 800 of these at a cost of what, $2,300 per package for some stickers and an emblem. Well, these are kind of snazzy, right? They got the individual number there. But $2,300 times 800 of these units, you're looking at what, $1.6, $1.8 million, something like that. That's crazy. So auto manufacturers have shifted away from doing what they've always been doing, making combustion engines. And the prices are ridiculous. And it's not just F-150s. There's Bronquitos, the big ones and the little ones. These are the bigger ones. There's tons of cars here. I had to park in the grass just to find the spot. There's another one of these really gaudy, disgusting Detroit Lions edition ones. Man, the first thing I would do is I would peel those disgusting stickers off. Eventually that vinyl's going to come off on its own, and all you're going to be left with is those little blue tow hooks and faded paint all around where the decal used to be. Oh, and of course the little badge on the side. Now the thing is, these companies have made some poor decisions. They took Uncle Sam's money in order to make electrics. Now that didn't take off like they were planning on. Now they're trying to shift back. In the meantime, they raised prices like crazy. They had union disputes with the UAW. They're not selling the kinds of vehicles that Americans want or can afford. And that becomes an issue when you're trying to be a for-profit business, as most of these companies are. Although the way some of them operate makes you really wonder. So what's happening? Well, Stellantis had a whole bunch of recalls recently. They just let go something like another 1,000 people. And I would expect this to continue. Now, that's bad news for everybody because, these are integral businesses here in Detroit in particular, but even in the United States as a whole. But the prices on some of these vehicles are absolutely astronomical. Here you have, where's the price on this bad boy? An F-350 Lariat, 83 grand. Now, I know these have been expensive, but man, unless you're buying one for a business, not a lot of people can afford to buy these kinds of vehicles at these prices just to tool around in. Now, most people aren't buying F-350s just to go back and forth to the grocery store, but some folks are. I can't tell you how much I hate those special edition ones, man. They look so stupid. So something needs to change, right? Something needs to change. Prices need to come down. They need to start selling the types of products that people are willing to pay for, willing to buy, that actually makes sense for them. You know, is it a big F-150 with a 2-liter turbo engine? I don't know. I like V8s. I don't think that really does it for me, but to each their own. And this parking lot is absolutely full of cars, mostly pickups, a lot of Broncos, a good chunk of F-350s. And they've been here. They've been sitting here for a while, and I expect them to probably continue sitting here. So the lessons are what? Well, if you're looking to buy a car, now's the time to start thinking about it, right? It's the end of the year, so they got the 2025 models coming out, which means all the 2024s that are quote-unquote leftover, they're going to be cheaper, and they're going to be much more willing to negotiate. Every pickup truck that I saw on their website is already $3,900 marked down below MSRP. I'm sure there's a lot more room to negotiate below that if you really want to go there, right? And that has downward pressure on everything, right? Because that means, all right, so used car prices might be affected too. You know, I don't know what the demand supply curve is for used car prices, how many are in the marketplace right now, but assuming that the same is happening to used cars as new cars, although it may be the opposite. I haven't really looked into it, right? Maybe new cars are sitting on the lot because everybody's buying used or not buying at all, and they're just keeping their old piece of crap running like I am. Another lesson, I guess, or a key takeaway from this is now's the time to start looking, right? If you need a new car or you're thinking about one, prices are coming down, room to negotiate is there for greater discounts. And if you want to avoid salespeople, do the following things: look angry, come when it's raining, and dress like you're homeless. I'll talk to you guys later.